Welcome everyone to another edition of Airy Sky Relays video blog. I'm Airy Sky. So anywho, I wanted to share with you what's going on right now. Chloe's making dinner, and we had some problems yesterday. I know Dinky, thinking of someone else, Dinky, probably curious of what's going on. I know she's like kind of worried about me, I think, to a point. So I want to cut down the brass tacks of what's going on for the last 2 days. So yesterday, I got up, and as you all know, between triggers between Chloe's mom and other people, Chloe finally had enough because she wants to sign herself off the lease. I said, okay. Well, anyway, something happened. I won't go into details. Something happened, and I got a message from someone else that because of my severity of being abused by Chloe, state and federal agencies have been reported for, investigation. So basically, right when I snapped, I snapped because, Chloe's getting ready to sign off. Now Chloe's like, well, we better wait until these agencies stop investigating. Otherwise, they're going to be basically running around all over to try to get Chloe help, or to track her down. So, Chloe's mom basically sent a message to Chloe the other day that Chloe got infuriated about being an alcoholic. Chloe sent me a copy of it on Facebook by mistake. She's like, oh, look at this, and I'm going, eh. This was yesterday, You see, Chloe's accusing her mom, apparently, of working behind closed doors for certain things. And to me, it's part of her mental illness. But, I'll tell you what's going on, So our phone got destroyed yesterday. Won't go into details. It's none of anyone's business. So last night, I do want to say out of stupidity, Chloe was angry and said she wanted to kill herself. Scratching my foot, by the way. And she wanted me to die, too, with her. And then she said, let's take the dog with us. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to kill myself to follow someone who's drinking the Kool-Aid and then killing themselves for, the dog. No. So I was telling Dinky about it. She's like, you need to record this crap, But no phone. So, I think I have said Dinky. I don't know, but, she said too busy. Now, Dinky, basically, this is something I want to share out of love for Dinky and Corey. Tara basically was talking about, for my birthday, working with me to get a tricycle, three-wheeled bicycle. I was getting a little trailer, in a back and supplies, right? Well, anyways, we hit a roadblock, okay? I think I pissed Tara off by asking, well, when do I order it? When do I get it? Yes or no? She's like, I don't give a shit if you buy it or don't. It was like a little a pressure point. Now, I didn't know Dinky can be kind of cranky on these questions. The problem is I don't know where to buy. So if you're watching this, Dinky, I want to apologize for it. So here's the problem. Okay, I want to go down to the big picture here for the problem. Number one is the tricycle. Now, unless I buy it and have it shipped directly to Corey and have him assemble it and bring it to me, there's no way in hell I can actually get it here because I have to go to the bike company here on the island. There's ones that rent bicycles and ask him directly what it would cost for him to put together a bike if he's got a deal with a bike. So tomorrow morning's mission is Thursday. I will go down with Chloe and talk to the bike man about the assembly of these bikes. And then I will get back to you for Friday's video, which I will upload Friday at the library. And probably another shiny outfit for Jess. And, so my phone's down, which is fine by me. I really don't give a shit. Because here's how I see it, okay? Here's how I see the phone issue, Chloe was saying this today. We went to the beach, and I'll tell you what happened. So, when the phone blew up, I really didn't give a shit. I was in an angry mood because, I'm getting ready to basically have Chloe signed off the lease, which is a victory for me because I don't want to be abused anymore. I'm being financially drained. I get asked same damn questions. And, one of the things that upset me is, that, I was talking to someone about, other issues, and the problem is, let me put it this way, okay, out of love for Chloe, I do care, so the other day, Chloe was going on and rant and rave and everything else, and I finally said, look, I don't know the whole freaking truth of what's going on when it comes to, the other side of the story. I hear people say, oh, Chloe's mom Munchausen. Well, I don't buy it, alright? I have done a lot of research on Munchausen, okay? I don't buy it, okay? Now, you guys can sit there and say, oh, well, here's the deal, okay? Here is the frickin' deal. Here is the dealio. I'm sitting here, looking around, and I say, what can be done? Now, in my opinion, people sit here and say, oh, well, if we're the justice or this or that, or whatever, and to me, I mean, literally, no. Yesterday, I was like, so, Chloe's like, oh, well, what do we do with no phone? We wait and we buy a new one. I mean, literally, that's all we can do. The problem is I had a victory almost lined up. Now, there's a couple problems with it, and I won't go into details until I talk to Dinky about it and the others, but, the problem is, we have a situation brewing, okay? Now, the manager, we're staying out of the manager's hair because, the manager had it lined up. She was like, oh, do you really want to do it? Thing is, she's thinking I'm forcing Chloe off. The problem is, she wants me to make a paper trail of all the abuse that's happened. She's got back paper trails, but that's from the old apartment. She can't use it here. And if I basically get researched, Chloe's got to be on the research, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So, one of the things that I told Chloe, I went down, see, what happened today was I got up early, washed up, had some coffee, ran out, went to the library, checked my email, got the email I was looking for the fly rods. One of the best victories is I kind of told the guy, look, if you don't want to email me and you still want me and my money for layaway, I'll do business with you. I'll just send you some money every month in the mail. He got back to me. The other lady never got back to me yet on Hearts. Even though she's messaged, we're working some out. The the camera company, we got that worked out. So, the problem is the bicycle or the tricycle. Now, I wasn't being a pest and a terror so much as when should I plan it in the budget, what I was saying, because, frankly, if I'm not going to plan for it this month, I should plan for July or August, which means give me time to stockpile the other stuff. I mean, I need to get... See, here's the other thing that I just learned today, okay? And I gotta talk to Dinky about it tomorrow. I gotta get a shopping cart placed and shipped from either Amazon or Walmart, one of those extra large shopping carts, the grocery baskets, it might be with a cloth lid. And what we need to do with it is stockpile our frozen and our regular groceries in it to go to Walmart. You see, Moppy's stroller, one of the wheels came undone. So, gotta look into repairing the wheel. Chloe's looking into it. Maybe I can see if this bicycle guy who handles wheels may be able to fix it with a temporary fix. Probably get a shopping cart. Otherwise, I gotta go and invest in a shopping cart, which is something I didn't plan, but, it was in the works for future purchases. So, it seems the good Lord is saying something, Now, here's the other thing I want to share with you all, okay? I got a couple other things I want to share with you all tonight because I love all of you. And, people say, well, how are you feeling? Well, the Duchess of Mania is feeling somewhat fine at the moment, besides the itchy foot. Alright. Now, one of the things I'm upset about is and I know Tara, when she hears me tomorrow, talk about it before tomorrow, even she'll be like, woo, doggy, you stink, you need a bath. Well, the guy went into my bathroom, okay, he recocked the toilet. He recocked the entire tub. Said not to use the tub shower for 48 hours, which is, pretty bad because, and I complained about the toilet, right? So, today I saw him before I was at the eye. He says, oh, the toilet. I go, it's still running. He runs down to here. So he lifts the lid, looks in there, and he sees the freaking chain is caught. He goes, oh. I said, yeah. He says, if we didn't replace the gut, it'd be fine, but thing is it was caught, and he's like, I see what's wrong with it. So basically, he went in and semi fixed it yet again. It was like Chloe's like the guy's incompetent. So basically, I want to share that with you. But now let's get down to the other things I want to talk about. Couple things. So I was at yesterday after the whole incident, and so Chloe and I went to the library. I went to let Dinky know, and then afterwards I went home, did a video, which not going to share that video. And then after that, I decided to go and take care of some other stuff, and I fell asleep. So the reason Chloe walked Moppy pretty good was bear thing. And there's a bear on the island. We have to be careful. So this morning I got up. Chloe walked Moppy twice early, and then was gonna meet me at the library, but she never showed up. She was more into the other crap. So when I did come, she was smoking a pipe, which kind of upset me because I don't have any fucking tobacco. She's smoking. Which everyone I've been hearing lately is saying Chloe's nothing but a narcissistic asshole. Now, if Chloe's mom is watching this, I don't mean it in that term. I mean it's what I hear from others. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is talking to one of Chloe's former roommates, Tara. Nice to meet you, Tara. Tara was saying the same shit that she had to deal with for years is what I'm dealing with now, and it's unfair because, to me, I don't think it's proper. I mean, I was just talking to Dinky, my cousin-in-law Tara, about how Chloe wants a tricycle now, and Chloe wants a camera, and Chloe wants this. It's like, literally, I mean, to me, it's like, what the fuck, I mean, can't I have a little piece, for myself, and, one of the things is, talking to Tara, her ex-roommate, some of the funny things that she brings up, I mean, we both bring up things, and she's like, oh yeah, Chloe's done this, and Chloe's done that, she calls it Viola. It's the same shit that happened to me. You wake up in the morning, and I'm not bitching about Chloe right now, I won't, okay? It's like 80 mile, 100 mile per hour, 120 miles, on and on and on and on. It's like, can't someone have morning coffee and not talk about something stupid? Or, whatever. Or, stuff like that, like she was saying, the other day, her money is Chloe's money, and to me, it's like, and I think, honestly, the reason Chloe basically has some problems right now, Chloe's bitching about it tonight on the way home, is she would be mentally stable if she had a job. Well, maybe. I mean, literally, she's like, maybe this would change if, I had another itch on my foot. That, it would change if she basically got a job. And, thinking about her thoughts, maybe that's the true reason, because, I'm supporting her and it hurts like hell. And I'm trying to get things done, so, for example, today I got up, and I'm like, coffee going, and then I'm sitting in here, and I'm like, finally I got up and I closed the bathroom door and I was reading in there. I was feeling like Peter Griffin. What are you doing? I clean. I'm on the job. I clean toilet. Please leave. Okay. Is this trash? No, that's a perfectly functioning lamp. No, that's okay. I take home. I mean, literally, I'm sitting on the toilet trying to read a photography book. Oh, no, sorry, it was my Bible. And I hear, no, that's okay, I'm thinking of that, the scenes, that Josh got me into, hubby's friend. And I'm telling you, it was the funniest thing because it was going through my hand like, and honestly, it was like, why me? It was like the why me movement, and so I thought it was funny as hell, right? Literally. So, and then I was like, I'm going out to the library, can't take a shower yet, I might go to the library. So I went to the library, right? So I get on, and I got the emails I needed, didn't get the email I wanted, and sent some other stuff out, and I asked Tara about the whole frickin' thing about the, I think it was in the afternoon or something, I asked about the tricycle, and she's like, enough with the tricycle, but I think it struck a nerve with her, because she's working, and I had to ask because, she and Corey came up with this idea. I never thought of a tricycle. Oh yeah, get a tricycle, a little trailer, and toe mopping. I'm stoked about it. You know, it's got a basket and everything. Well, here's the thing I want to bring up is, and I was trying to tell Tara Dinky. Well, I guess that's on hold for right now because how am I supposed to get it? I got to go talk to a bicycle guy that can assemble it. Unless they assemble it down there. And she's like, oh, we can do it and bring it up. Nope. So basically, you know, and besides that, my cousin-in-law came up with this great idea. You know, to me this morning, when she's like, stop effing with the bicycle, you know, or tricycle thing, right? I wanted to say, oh, you must be bipolar or borderline, sissy. Look at that haircut. I mean, she looks like a skinhead with pink hair. Looks cute, though. I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean, she's not a trans woman or anything, but she is just, I was going to say she passed as well, but no, she's gorgeous. She's smoking hot. My cousin's lucky. That's what I'm not with it. Still tired. But anyways, let's just continue before I get more yelled at by my favorite Pete. So basically, you know, she was like, well, you know, then one of the things I brought up to her, okay, and let me bring this up to you guys. I was looking to buy tickets to go to Portland, right? I said I'm still looking to come down there, right? My cousin-in-law, she's awesome. I don't think my cousin realized, even though I had like a mental break, the psychological imbalance I had yesterday was severe. The problem is when we were talking, right, I said, yeah, I need to go down there and I need to see the doctor, right? And I'll stay with you. Well, she's like, well, you know, the thing is I didn't even get an answer of, well, that, you know, my cousin-in-law didn't see the big picture. So let me just tell you the big picture when it comes to the bicycle and then back to, or the tricycle and back to the doctor's thing. So the big picture is this. If I'm going to buy tickets, right, I want to spend it with my family. They know this. I don't want to be gone for another year because, you know, and she's like, oh, come down for your birthday. Well, I might do my birthday. Okay, that's cool. Problem is with my beloved sister, okay, buying a bicycle and paying someone $75 to $300 per assembly, that just makes my bike go up from $400 to $600. Now I know Dinky's logical is, well, if you're gonna ride it everywhere all over the island, towing a trailer and some camping gear, you're good. You know, I mean, you have to pay a small fee for someone. You know, maybe he's got kids or something. That's true. My main thing is paying more money to assemble something because I don't have the tools or the brain power to do it. One old man was a 75. I was reading a review. It took him 6 days to put together one of those. In 6 days. You know, and, you know, one lady basically put together in an afternoon a Schwinn. Now, if I'm going to be putting together a Schwinn, it should be easy to put together. You know, a Schwinn's easy. But this other brand that's $80 cheaper, there is no good thingy, so I might have to pay for the Schwinn pricing. Now, I will talk to the bike man and see what he can come up with. Maybe he's got some type of agreement or something. I don't know. I'll see him tomorrow. So, now, you know, I don't want to buy a bike unless it's logically fit for me to use it all the time and I get my money back for the assembly fee. That's where I'm going at. Now, with Dinky and the travel, okay, here's what I said to Dinky, okay? And I think it went overhead because, you know, we're talking about various things. So here's what I said. I basically said I'm looking to see if there's any more surgeries that the doctor thinks she can get done on my face. If none, then what's the point of going? So I basically messaged my surgeon team because I'm really good friends with all of them. They're like Amy, Takes, and Moppy, and Ebony. And so I sent pictures, you know, and asked them, and they got back to me with you know, nothing yet. They probably did after I left, but you know, I left to head out to the second time. See, after we went to, I came out of the library. I was kind of panicked on a couple things. And, you know, the time was almost noon. You know, the food bank's closing at 2. We decided, I ran in there, so I went home, dropped off my bag, spent a couple minutes at home using the toilet reading. I got to chapter 2, or there's multiple chapters, but it's all about camp photography on my second book. And so then what happened was, I've learned that if you're going to do camera, you only take care of the photos as you need it, you know. So basically, you're not a professional, you know, you're going to have to learn, you know. So, you know, I'm not looking to make money on it. It's just a hobby. So basically, you know, maybe if someone wants me to do a wedding and photography I can, in time, just as fun. But basically, what happened was she turns around, and I was saying, to the whole financial realm, that some things need to be done in a timely manner, and so, with me, I'm looking at the justification, honestly, of traveling down there. I mean, it's going to cost me between $80 and $140, depending on the time I order my ticket, to go down to Portland. Okay, that's $140 I'm not going to see. So, when I was trying to tell Dinky, what's the point, if they can't do the surgeries or anymore, what's the point of wasting her time, my time, his time, and the surgeon's team's time? They're all nice, by the way. Just to go down there for a couple days. Yeah, my hair needs to be changed, but, I could change that any given time, up here or down there. But here's the thing, okay? Now, for the final part of my Gripes Fest tonight, which isn't really about a Gripe Fest or Chloe or, etc. When I had that break, and everything else, because, it was just really, really shocking, what was going on. And then dealing with the after effect, it hurt me because, frankly, I was like, what the fuck, and, everything was lined up, ready to go. She was ready to sign herself up, go to a mental hospital. Well, the manager was like, I need you want it, I need you want it, are you sure Rita's not forcing? And it's like, look, if you're fucking telling her this, and I gotta be fucking stuck with her, I should be suing your ass because you're basically trying to hold someone against my fucking will that doesn't have a job, is a mooch, and a freeloader. Now, that's, so basically I snapped because we were really that close and then something happened, where we had to pull back, and it was like my victory dance was gone. And then Chloe was trying to comfort me and be like, oh yeah, my mom claims you're drunk. I drank twice this month. Twice. And, well, 3 times if you count that one night when I drank the stuff. But, the thing is, it's twice or 3 times a month. Big fucking deal, right? So, let me tell you a story, okay? This story is pretty damn funny, okay? Now, let me go get them for you so you can understand the justification of what happened. So, as you all know, I have unopened games right here. Unopened games, right? So basically, I want to share a story with you. This game here is approximately worth, 120 unopened sealed. Okay, you can get it on eBay for about 120 right now, right? I'm gonna do eBay. And then these other 2 games are about $50 each. So you're looking at about $220, right? This is Quake 2, unopened, look at that, completely and thoroughly sealed. You can see the seal pack right there, right? And then this one, you can see the seal pack and here, and all sealed, really, right there on the top. All sealed, completely sealed, can't be opened, right? Turns around, you're gonna love this. Oh, which one reminds me? I was always curious about that one game, but I don't know. Do I even have it still? Because sometimes people sit there and wonder about it. Oh yeah, I got an unopened copy of Tomb Raider 3. That's cool, unopened. Didn't even notice that one. And then I got an unopened copy of Tomb Raider with a it's cracked. It's got a crack right here. Oh, it's still semi-sealed, so Tomb Raider 3 is for PC, not bad, right? Anyways, we won't go there. But anyways, some of my games are here, right? But anyways, what I wanted to say, unopened school, I should check out Tomb Raider too. That's going for. Not that it matters, okay? Anyways, I have some unopened games in here. I thought I had that one game, but I guess I don't. There's a game that I had that's no longer a game that was in my inventory. I might have sold it a long time ago, but basically it was what do you call it? It doesn't matter. But anyways, you can see right there, this is really cool. Tomb Raider 3 unopened. And this is for PC maybe, or something, a PC? I don't know. This is for PC maybe? It's sealed, that's all I know. And then, this one here, is this one PC too? The one that's damaged or something? Anyways, let me just get down to my story, okay? This one's semi-open or damaged, but this is Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. I guess this is for PC. Yeah, it's PC, I guess. Tomb Raider. So, I think it is. But anyways, this one's got a damaged thingy. The one part's cracked, and, but it's never been opened, so, technically, well, there's a damage, so. But anyways, let's just talk about the games, okay? So, technically, I was sitting there, right? And I was talking to someone about games. And everyone knows when it comes to games what I'm interested in, right? So I'm talking to someone about games. They're talking about games. And next thing you know, these games here, right? So I basically know they're about $50 each for the PS1 game. And approximately $120 for the Zelda, right? So I basically did an experiment. I know it was a wrong experiment of me to do, but I was curious. And Chloe's like, "You did the right thing." And there's people sitting there, right? People sit there and they message me, "Oh, I'll give you $100 for the Zelda." Fine, I'll give it you. I'll take the 100, right? It's a $20 loss, no big deal. People would turn around and say, "Oh, no." So over the last 5 months, the prices kept fluctuating. No one would message. One guy messages me today and goes, "So I'll take all 3 games since you put 45 for the one, right?" I said, "You know what the price is going for, Johnny?" He goes, "Yeah, well, I was waiting for you to be desperate." And I said, "I'm not desperate. I was experimenting." And he said, "Experimenting?" I said, "Yeah, I basically lowered the price of these two to $5 each just to see out of a $50 game that's 95% off." He said, "So what was the benefit?" Benefit is too many motherfuckers are coming out of the woodwork now looking for a fucking cheap handout of, "Well, I'll give you this game for this much," right? So, to me, I'm just sitting there, thinking to family, right? I'm thinking to my family, especially Dinky, who's probably thinking sitting there. So the guy offers me 3 games, 55. I'm like, no, because currently I have a deal where I can get $150 store credits for these 3 games. I'm just waiting for the guy to get back to me tomorrow so I can ship. Fortunately, this one guy's like, "Well, you shouldn't have done that." You know what? I wanted to see how many motherfuckers would come out of the woodwork because for that price, I'm not replying. I'm not responding anymore. I basically am letting tonight's when it runs out on its course, so tomorrow it won't be in the marketplace for another thing because I'm not renewing it. If I renew the game, I will renew it at the current asking price until the deal is sealed with the guy because I'm not taking a loss, okay? I'm not charging $5 per game for sealed games when they can go for 50 because some son of a bitch is cheap enough to want to cheat someone. I'm not like that. I basically turned around just to see how many people out there would take the bait. Now, Chloe was completely and thoroughly right. You got enough cheap son of a bitches out there that wanted to take the bait. So, honestly, I don't like it. Literally, I do not like it one bit. So, literally, these people are cheap son of a bitches, and I just don't like it at all. I would like people to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, that's great, that's cool, that's great." Sit there like, "Oh well, one guy's like, "Well, you can get one of your games out of it." It's like, it's not the point. It's the concept. The concept is, And I said, if you really want me to sell you these, I said, I have a question for you. And if you answer it to my liking, I will give you the game for the 55. Otherwise, I'm not selling. He said, what's your question? I can answer it. I said, why is gamers so cheap son of a bitches that if you basically post the current pricing and you lower it to the point where no one wants to buy from you until some cheap son of a bitch like yourself turns around and wants to pay $5 per game and $45 for the complete unopened Zelda when the Zelda's worth $120, then why is it when I turn around no one will fucking budge when it comes to me fucking budging, which I don't really need the fucking money, to turn around and tell me I gotta pay full price for unopened or mint copies of their games when they want to fucking sit there and chat someone like me? Is it because I'm transgendered? Or is it because you guys are cheap son of a bitches and I'm not really desperate for the money? I said I can go out next month and buy these games and not even give two shits. His answer was, well, we gamers need to stick together, yet some gamers are very picky, and if, I'm like, look, these are unopened seals. You guys want to be cheap son of a bitches, then you can basically be cheap son of a bitches somewhere else, because this cheap son of a bitch, or this cheap bitch, is not going to fucking budge. I basically put it out there to see how many fucking urchins would come out of the woodwork. And most of them said they wouldn't even get frickin' $2 for these unopened PS1s, but they'll turn around on eBay and pay $50 for them. So I said, you know what, if you motherfuckers are going to be basically wanting to pay $5, then I'm going to fucking eBay and basically jacking it up to $50 per game. And then charging $8 per game for shipping. And not including insurance. And I probably could get away with it. Hell, I could probably send him down to Oregon and have him hold on to my dinky herself until we get the right pricing, and then she just goes basically stick a label on the shipping box and insures and ships it out because she's got the tools for it as a business owner. I mean, literally, we can do this and not be ripped off. Yeah. So there you have that point. My other point. Okay. So you got cheap son of a bitches sitting there thinking, oh, well, we're just so desperate, Oh, and then that guy says, well, what is it you need at home that you might need right now? Nothing. As long as the toilet paper hold out, you think I don't mind? Oh, well, let's see. If the toilet paper doesn't hold out, we can just basically wait a few days. No problem. Right now, it is the 22nd, going on the 23rd. We went to the park tonight. Let me just say, we got done with the library in the morning, and then, we went to the food bank in the afternoon, and then we went home and had lunch, which I had 2 sandwiches. And then I decided to go back to the library to check my messages, and after Geeky said something about tricycle. And the reason I was saying is she was talking about, helping out as a birthday present. So, to me, I'm just trying to coordinate with her when to order these things. I don't want to go and order something and be hurting me financially. That's the thing. I don't want to be hurting. So, and then I learned tonight that after we went home, and Chloe, after the library, we had light lunch. And then I wanted a quick snack because, I wouldn't have a quick snack, and then we went out again. We went to, out again, and Chloe and I were going all over town. She's like, I need the bike price of this one. Well, we missed the time. So we just continued to the park, the library, or not the library, the beach. When we got to the beach, I parked, what happened is, I gotta tell you this story. This story's great. So basically, Chloe and I were pretty much side by side. I had my blanket and another blanket, and then I had my pillow, my beach pillow, and my another blanket as a fleece blanket on my pillow, and I had my glasses, and I'm laying there. It started getting nippy, so I put on my sweatshirt, and it was getting nippy, and I had another blanket, comforter type light comforter. So I rolled up in it and dozed off. Well, Chloe wakes me up. She says, Rita, you need to move your blanket upward. So I go and look, and maybe there was like 18 inches to 2 feet, from there to there. That was just enough. So I moved it all the way, took a nap, got up again. Rita! Finally, I moved it all the way, and by the time I got done again, so finally, Chloe and I finally just packed up, we were there like 4 hours, and so, and it was still light out, so we just packed up, and we were leaving, We talked to a guy for a while who was talking about that. I said, oh, wonder what that is. Is that an old canning plant, cannery? And the guy's like, yeah, actually it is. How'd you figure it? I said, Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid. We were talking about the cannery, and he was talking about how, the building's gonna one day basically sink into the ocean because, the thing is that the old pylons underneath are rotten, so they don't want you climbing on there because they fall through with your weight. And I'm thinking if it can support an entire building before the cannery goes under, then what's the freaking point? And he's like, oh, well, I wouldn't do it. And I'm like, dude, if it can support this and have 80 mile per hour winds and it hasn't went underwater yet, then you can say that there's a saying not to keep people away because they don't want people there toying with the old cannery because cannery can be still dangerous. So we decided afterwards to head home. And as we were down there, I got to one of the areas, and again, I tried to explain on the way home to Chloe, and she was like, oh, that's cool, you can cash in and get some money and you can get supplies. I said, cashing in is one thing, but doing supplies is another. And Chloe's like, well, I'm like, look, the only thing I'm completely fucking out of is tobacco, and I'm not buying it because I want to live healthier, I think. Plus the fact that it's expensive, and when I was down at the beach, one of the things I honestly was down there for is clear my head. Because I'm still trying to figure out Nikon or Canon, or do I buy both? Dinky said just go with Canon. Tara, and that Tara. But I'm thinking, okay, well, the other problem is, when it comes to, this whole ordeal. I'm sitting on the beach, and I hear, let's have a barbecue, when payday comes. I'm going, yeah, you get paid the next day for your food stamp. We do it afterwards. I could buy mine, you could buy yours. He's like, okay, I'll just supply the charcoal. So we were just sitting there, and, with the beach, I actually dozed off. I was taking a nap, and Chloe's like, I know what I'm thinking. I'm going, actually literally sleeping. And she was like, oh, you were snoring and stuff. I was like, yeah, rolled up in a blanket, thinking about camping gear and the bicycle and everything, trying to figure out what to do about the bicycle problem, because, to me, honestly, when it comes to Dinky, I try to tell Dinky, don't break my heart, don't break it, and just, one of my support structures is, Dinky and Corey, and, Corey's cool, Dinky's awesome, and, I tried to explain to Dinky, you want to see someone go down a well really quickly in depression, you basically say something wrong to me, and today it's like, knock it off on the fucking bike, to me, I'm thinking, look, I just need to know when we're supposed to order it, are we getting help, are we not getting help? We're not getting help, I'm gonna go and, I'm here because I need to check email and do a few things. Well, when I got through, I was like, well, I'm off to the beach, and, that's the thing, people are like, don't forget your sunscreen. It's like, I don't have any. So, when it started getting cooler, I decided to basically, bundle up, climb into a blanket, but the water started rising, and that's where it got really interesting, because, every time I turn around, I'm like, wait a minute. So, I was thinking of Nikon or Canon, and, Chloe turned around to Canon. Well, anyways, the funny joke about this whole ordeal today, not caring or worrying about phones, it doesn't matter to me, was, besides Nikon and Canon, I was thinking of video games, and then the other problem I was having with Chloe, and I'm gonna say this, is, because I've heard the stories from, Chloe's ex-roommate, Tara, that is trouble. Now, one of the things I want to share with you all in this video, including Dinky, is, I feel bad that I didn't get my victory dance or victory cigar over Chloe signing herself off police. Managers like, you guys need help. So to me today I felt bad, but you know what? I basically figured manager's going to try to evict. I can turn around and counter sue for discrimination on trying to attack me for mental illness that didn't have anything to do with her. I went outside of her office and literally vented out there to the point where she couldn't do a damn thing. And Chloe was just trying to say, look, let Rita calm down. Rita's got some problems. It's not just about this. I mean, I'm trying to get things moving along with projects and everything, and I hear this and I hear that, and I just snap. But anyways, one of the other things, before I go was, like I said, I don't want my heart broken, so if someone gives me an idea and I'm focusing on it, you better be happy as hell you get the idea. I mean, the ideas are hard to come by at times, so, doing some research, finding out you need a professional to put it together is like, whatever. So, if I buy it, I'm going to want, to have it professionally, delivered directly to me, and I will whatever you want it put together. So I will see what can be done tomorrow. So because I don't want my heart broken, and that's the thing, if someone gives me the idea, I'm dwelling on it. It's like the camera idea, I'm dwelling on that too, so that's on that aspect. Now, the last part I want to talk about, there's two parts I want to talk about. Let's just cut out the first part, which is Poppy. The lawyer basically turned around and said, we're not going to go after these people that killed Aaron because, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. Well, Poppy didn't take it too lightly yesterday and today, and, yeah. So you guys get to be in the middle of the brunt of that one. So, see, this is what the crap I got to deal with on a timely manner. Chloe doesn't like it. Now, the last thing I want to share with you tonight, besides me sitting down and getting ready to have dinner and do projects and stuff, is I'd like to get into more game time, okay? I mean, and there's multiple things that bother me, okay? And I'm going to share with you the triggers today, okay? Without basically lambasting and saying poor me or that Chloe or whatever it is. Chloe has no income, so I assumed, if she's going to live with me, she would take care of the house chores, even if she was going to hoard her cash assistance she had in the past. I just wanted her to do her house chores. Well, it was all great first, but then it went down the shitter. So, not being negative or anything, alright? So basically, one of the things that irritates the hell out of me, okay? And I was down at the beach tonight, and Chloe knows I'm trying to clear my head. And I basically said, look, I don't have the finances to keep supporting us. And she's like, ow, ow. I'm like, look, certain things I gotta get razor blades, shaving cream. And then she was like, wow, I need cash for, body wash, And usually I buy bar soap, okay, because it's cheaper, I do that, and I can get body wash. So, I know Dinky's gonna laugh at me for this. I said, when was the last time we got body wash? Well, he says, I don't remember. I said, it was about 6-8 months ago before we moved in, maybe? And I was like, look, we're almost out of shampoo and conditioner, but I have to go get some from the Family Resource Center. I don't like going through them, so I gotta be like, yeah, we're out. And then I gotta talk to the social worker. Now, I basically was very angry, social worker, because social worker turns around and does one thing, and then this is the reason why I've never told Dinky the whole story, but I guess I can tell Dinky tonight on video, because I love Dinky and, she'd never asked. Social worker basically sits there, right? And I asked her advice on what to do with Chloe, she's like, get rid of Chloe, restraining order. Can't do it. They said I don't qualify. Well, so the other day I was talking to someone about the restraining order, and Tara at the time's like, oh, wow, you need to get one, and the thing is I don't qualify for a vulnerable adult protection order. Only APS can issue those, the MAPOs. And then the regular protection order can't be done because there's not enough violence right now closed. So, the other day this is what triggered me to basically get angry yesterday, and I had everything lined up. Chloe is getting mad, and you're a bastard, you're a man with a badge, you're a man with a fake tits, and I'm like, and proud of it. Well, anyways, I basically sat there and said, well, look at you, you're getting combative, you're borderline taking up, bipolar people wouldn't do this. And going on and on and on, and I was just like, whatever, we gotta sign yourself out, because I ain't taking the shit anymore. Well, basically, because one of the ladies asked me, what is my purpose? I said, get her out of here. Literally, I'm not the one, literally the manager said, oh, well, you can't get her out, you gotta resort her, you gotta do this. It's like, do I look like a fucking bank? Do I look like a fucking bank? Do I, I can if she got out of here, then, that place falls under me and there'd be no trouble. Well, anyways, so I was basically, everything was lined up and that fell through and it hurt me. Now, the last part of it, of course, boss watching, oh well. And let me just explain what happened with the social worker. Social worker had everything lined up, therapist, everything, right? Doesn't want to deal with Chloe. Well, you know what happened. Chloe basically got a hold of my phone, which is gone now, and sent a message to her mom about screen text my cousin-in-law, James, talking to the social worker about APS. And, shit hit the fan, and then, this did that. And then, because I knew APS was coming, at the time, they never showed up. And at that time, I was told, check in with the resource center people about checking into another place for a restraining order. Well, when I talked to the lady, she's like, oh, well, you gotta do this and that. Well, you don't qualify. And I was like, fine. Well, anyways, the other day, yesterday, when I talked to her again, the manager said that she said, that's bullshit. You can't get a restraining order. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yet you're financially and mentally going down the shitter. And everyone's putting Chloe ahead of you and your mental stability. She says, it wouldn't surprise me if you didn't end up dead. Well, yesterday there was a lot of arguments and and so one of the things I wanted to share with you today that was a trigger with me, I'm not trying to be disgusting or greedy or selfish or a self-centered son of a bitch or whatever it was. Basically, Chloe was sitting there, and I don't like listening to Chloe at times when she goes on and on and on about stuff. Oh, well, I need money. Yes, we know you need money, okay, but it's not my job to support. And, this is where it irritates me. Now, one of the things that I was upset about, tonight is, I'm going home, right? And, I don't remember what the trigger was, but anyways, we were walking along. I know what it was. I was trying to tell Chloe out of kindness, and she finally realized it, but I basically turned around and said, yeah, I know, we can argue till the cow comes home. You're right. Your way's the only way. No one else can get an edge word-wise, and because of, what you want, you're basically, you're set in your ways like schizophrenic who's, basically set in their ways, and your philosophy and your meanings are more important and your beliefs than anyone else's. So she's like, you're angry, and I'm like, keep quiet. Well, the main problem was with that argument, which we just proved out, was I was trying to explain to Chloe that, $55 for 3 games, no. And she finally got it, like, oh, yeah. I said, I want to see how many, she calls it calls, how many calls came out of the woodwork. And there was a lot, but anyways. So on the way up, we had an argument, I don't even remember what the argument was. She's like, just leave it here, it was, I think she was getting I know what it was. We were talking, in a tone of voice, and I was like sitting there saying, yeah, she's like, stop yelling at me, and it's like, I was talking in a normal voice, and she got mad and said it was yelling. So I'm like, this is not fucking yelling, and I tried to explain it to her. Finally, I'm just like, you know what, I'm not talking. So finally, she's like, we're going to leave right here on this head post. And, when we got to the beach, the only thing I was thinking of the bike from Canon or Nikon. And then, Chloe's like, oh, yeah, the wheels were broken. Well, we got the cart home, and we're going to repair the wheels tomorrow. That's part of our goal. But if we can't, well, I'm gonna have to go out and buy a shopping cart. So I was sitting there thinking about talking to Kinky about it. Now, the last part of my complaint tonight is this. Now, as you all know, I fell in love with the bait shop here in Friday Harbor. They make the best fish and chips, okay? Now, I'm looking for fish and chip shops all over, right? So on the way home, I was talking to Chloe about fish and chip shops, and she's like, well, I want to try others. And I'm looking at her, and she's like, I don't do it because, I'll just go to the store and get some light snack. Well, everyone knows I have a gold heart. I'll just go and do things, but, to me, I'm just sitting there, right? So on our way home, we went by the public restroom. I got the water fountain. I said, oh, I think it's over here. Uh-huh. I will in just a second. I'm almost done. So then, all of a sudden, basically, we couldn't get to where we're going, right? So basically, I turned around and shit. So next thing you know, I turned around and we found the bike place was closed. We're like 10 to 5. Go there tomorrow. She's like, okay. So on our way back, we were walking along and I said, I gotta piss, and the bathroom at the ferry terminal was probably open to the public or this other place. The other two are locked, so we were sitting there talking, and we ran into a place, and it was called the Hungry Clam, and I was like writing a note down, like, I want to check out them to see what they have, because if they got actual fish and chips, I want to check them out next month, I'll have lunch there. And again, it's like, well, and then the thing about her wanting and stuff, and then going to the store for a snack, I didn't say anything. Then we're sitting there, right? And we run across something called the Friday Harbor Crab Shack. Chloe's sitting there, and when you go there, they have these, and I'm looking at Chloe going, I'm gonna get fish and chips. You're gonna see it by getting an application. Oh, well, why would I work there, And then I pointed out my page, which I gotta take the stuffer outside because it's got a hole in it, that basically they're hiring. She was basically lifting up her happiness meter, went up by 100-fold. So I was like, I'm going to check out the, and they had a menu there, and then I pointed out the menu at the Blue Water, which they should chips too. I was like, oh yeah, and she's looking at Blue Eyes, take tuna for dinner. So then we went over to the Casket Schooner, and they had a menu, and I was like, look, fish and chips again. So on our way home, I was like, there's only 3 places I need to check online, which is Herbs, and on our way home we stopped by Herbs outside. They had the menu, and I was like, look, the basket, fish and chip basket. I want to try them all. She's like, okay, and I said I could probably share. And then I said the only 2 I got to check on is Haley's, Rocky Bay, and the Downriver. Everything else is just perfect, So then we headed home, and I was like, there's 5 restaurants on the menu that I want to try out for this coming month, because I don't really spend much money for myself, and I was planning either to spend a little money for meals out or, do a fish and chip thing where I go and try out several of them, that's great. So then we came home, and now it's time for me to make dinner, so my eggs. So please add and subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. Click that like and subscribe button. It's also fun for the family. Thanks for watching, and look for the new bell notification, and I will make another video tomorrow for you. Thank you, and God bless you in everything that you do.